Good day, everyone. Welcome to Real Conservative Headline News. I'm your host, Nathaniel Rajkumar. Starting off, locally here in Trinidad and Tobago, some good news for some public servants. Office staff employed by local government representatives will receive a pay rise from October 2025. Chairman of the Penal Debe Regional Corporation, Gautam Maharaj, confirmed revisions had been made to interim arrangements for office accommodations and staff support. A memo dated 25th of August outlined that the rental allowance for councillors' offices will increase from $2,500 to $3,500 per month, while the monthly incidental allowance will double from $1,000 to $2,000. The stipend for office clerks will rise from $3,000 to $3,900. I'm very sure that they're going to be happy for that extra $900. These increases are a significant indication of care in governance. Care for people's welfare is an example of good governance, and Prime Minister Kamla Persad has demonstrated this through this increase because councillors' secretaries were working under the minimum wage, and that has been so since 2019, Maharaj said. He also welcomed the higher rental allowance, saying it would allow councillors to operate in improved spaces. They'll be able to rent better places to have their offices. This has been a long-standing sore thumb area, and many corporations, including the PDRC, have led in the request for this over the years. And now the very first year of the UNC in government, a matter of fact, first 6 months or so, we have seen it bore fruit. And we are very thankful for that, he said. So once again, must give thanks to the Kamla Persad administration for putting people first, the citizens of this nation first. No more overheating phones. Cool your phones in seconds. Prevents damage to phones and battery issues. Better gaming experience and streaming. USB powered and fast charging. Lightweight and quiet. Ideal for kids and adults. Works with all smartphones. Makes a great gift. Enjoy free island-wide delivery. Call or WhatsApp 868-762-6589. Some other local news: government is finalizing a packed diplomatic agenda that includes bilateral and multilateral meetings with key international partners at the United Nations General Assembly meeting later this month in New York. Earlier this week, Prime Minister Kamla Persad confirmed that she will be attending the event, carded to start from September 23rd. The Barrackport Children's Lunch Association, BCLA, is marking 5 years of dedicated service, ensuring that school children in South Trinidad receive nutritious meals. Of course, those programs will improve throughout Trinidad and Tobago now that the Kamla Persad regime is in office. The school feeding program in general, that's what I mean, will improve. The Secondary Schools Football League is off and running, and it was a winning start for Pleasantville Secondary and Fatima College, who took the Super Cup titles on Friday evening. That's good. The Constitution Amendment Bill 2025, aimed at granting Trinidad and Tobago citizenship to individuals with third-generation ancestry, was passed in the lower house on Friday. Promise made, promise kept. And remember, people, going back a couple of days ago, I spoke about this, that the athletes that live abroad, they can represent Trinidad if they want to do so, because even if their parents left, and their parents are probably not Trinidadians either, but their grandparents, are Trinidadians. Now they can say, you know what, I want to represent my grandparents' country of Trinidad and Tobago. They can come and they can get their citizenship and, of course, represent us in sports, whether it's football or whatsoever. So that is wonderful news.
As you know, I'm going to the United Nations. There are several multilateral meetings that I will engage in and several bilateral. So bilateral is one country next, multilateral. There are several where the CARICOM will engage with other nations, India, China, several others. We have bilaterals with Ghana, about 7 or 8 on the margins of the UNG. My actual address to the UN will be on the Friday, the 26th. So I will be here for Republic Day. I would have liked to go because there's a whole week of high-level meetings, but I actually have to speak on the Friday.
Cherise Parsons shared the story of how her mother, Bernadette Parsons, and a couple of friends started an organization to provide meals to the communities in South Trinidad. Growing up as the 11th of 12 children, she said her mom knew firsthand the challenges of attending school hungry. Her personal experience sparked a mission to feed children in need.
The first effort, as we all know, was Pian Breakfast Center, established in the early 1970s. And in 1971, with the support of the then Prime Minister, the Honorable Dr. Eric Williams, the center was authorized to serve 8 schools. From that simple letter of authorization, an entire movement began, widening the circle of care and deepening the work. This effort led to the establishment of the Barrapoor Children's Lunch Association.
Valerie Bush, the last surviving co-founder of the organization, emphasized the vital role of community involvement in the organization's success.
The school teachers came into force because we couldn't choose the children that had to be fed. They were the ones that knew that, they knew which children needed to have breakfast or lunch. We didn't. And they were extremely good at sorting these things out, and they also did the transporting of the food, which was very, very important. How else we were going to get the food to the schools?
The president of the BCLA Executive Committee, Anderson Wayne Mitchell, said the organization intends to expand its services.
Now the executive is looking, how can we expand? Expand not in the sense of a business, in the contract that we have, but how do we utilize our funds for community development? And we have certain ideas that those that preceded us had something to do with senior citizens, maybe a home for battered women and children.
He said the association evolved from providing just breakfast for students with the help of volunteers to a profitable business which provides breakfast and lunch, as well as being able to fund other non-government initiatives. Terry Ann Brown Campbell, TTT News. Wrapping up debate on the Constitution Amendment Bill 2025, Minister of Sport and Youth Affairs, Philip Watts, stated that the first phase of the amendment is a precise, rapid response to an immediate challenge, which will grant citizenship to high-performance foreign-born athletes with Trinbagonian grandparents. He noted that these measures directly address the Trinidad and Tobago Football Association's call to quickly strengthen the local football team and all sporting disciplines by tapping into the global talent pool. The minister pointed out that international bodies such as FIFA, the ICC and others already recognize the grandparent law, noting that TNT is simply aligning with established global standards.
Mr. Speaker, there are 211 teams under FIFA who uses the grandparent law, utilizes the grandparent law. Only 5 of that 211, Mr. Speaker, do not utilize grandparent law. And Trinidad and Tobago is one of that 5. Mr. Speaker, we currently have a pool of footballers in Europe willing to represent Trinidad and Tobago.
The minister also noted the importance of such a move to elevate the Trinidad and Tobago football team.
Imagine after 2 games, Mr. Speaker, we have only 1 point in the last round of the World Cup qualifier. Mr. Speaker, this law will not only attract footballers, but a wide pool of track and field athletes and other athletes in all sporting disciplines, Mr. Speaker.
You won't be disappointed with this one. Look and feel great every day. Painless trimming with no pulling of hair guaranteed. Comfortable to hold and lightweight. Intelligent anti-pinch system. Safety travel lock. Accurate and painless trimming. Durability, 100% quality. Fast charging. To place an order, call or WhatsApp 868-762-6589. Regional news now, and starting off with Grenada. Grenada Mona monkeys, a special species of Grenada, has been ranked in the list of the National Geographic Traveler UK. And I think it's just about yesterday's news report that I had in the travel section. I was talking about that, about the Caribbean islands. And I'm not sure if it was National Geographic UK, but it was National Geographic in general that mentioned about Grenada and the Mona monkeys. In the article titled Meet the Caribbean's Rarest Animal Residents, Mona monkey is featured on the top of the list, highlighting its presence in the island's verdant heartland. Once again, as I said before, it was also mentioned on the, I believe it was the National Geographic travel page, because that's one of the pages that I follow with them. So it's more than one page from National Geographic has been highlighting Grenada, and that is wonderful for them, boosting their tourism. Mona monkeys are described as the expressive primates in the article who live at the lush canopy of Grand Etang National Park in Grenada. It is known as a paradise of crater lakes, waterfalls, and rainforests, as the island nation boasts the creature as their national treasure. So that is wonderful, wonderful news for Grenada, boosting, as I said before, their tourism. Grenlec is enhancing its electricity service with the installation of 2 new generators at its Carriacou plant, still in Grenada, people. The new units will expand capacity to 4.2 MW, improving the reliability of supply and catering for future growth in demand. Wallace Collins, Grenlec's department manager, said these new units will allow us to serve customers more reliably and with greater flexibility. With additional generation, we can carry out maintenance on existing units without interrupting electricity service. That's good. So once again, people, advancement and improvement even in Grenada as well. Some more regional news, and this is from Guyana now. The atmosphere came alive at State House on Saturday as President Dr. Irfan Ali swore in 25 ministers, a vibrant team stitched together to continue taking Guyana forward. The ceremony was a moment of national pride, attended by Prime Minister Brigadier Mark Phillips and Vice President Dr. Bharat Jagdeo, alongside diplomats, military officials, former officials, and proud families. Several new ministers joined the administration, underscoring a fresh group which integrates technical knowledge into governance and introduces young, vibrant voices into national decision-making. Irfan Ali has put his team together to be able to serve the people, all the peoples of Guyana, for the next 5 years. Her Excellency Jennifer Girling Simons, President of the Republic of Suriname, and His Excellency Dr. Mohammed Irfan Ali of Guyana, President of the Cooperative Republic of Guyana, met on September 13, 2025 in New Nickerie, Suriname, to review the state of bilateral relations and to advance discussions on areas of mutual interest. The two heads of state reaffirmed the strong bonds of friendship and cooperation that exist between Suriname and Guyana, rooted in their shared values and aspirations, cultural ties, and geographic proximity. They expressed their mutual commitment to further deepen the bilateral partnership to promote peace, security, and prosperity for the peoples of both countries. The countdown is on for the International Business Conference IBC 2025, where more than 800 delegates and 2,000 trade partners from over 30 countries will gather in Georgetown, Guyana, from October 14th to the 16th, 2025. The IBC, hosted by the Suriname-Guyana Chamber of Commerce, is positioned to be the largest and most impactful edition yet, serving as the Caribbean's premier platform for high-level diplomacy, business-to-business engagement, and investment deal-making, according to a press release. Regional news from Jamaica now. On Tuesday, the Vincent and Patricia VP Foundation, in partnership with the Institute of Caribbean Studies, Faculty of Humanities and Education, and the University of the West Indies, MONA, officially launched the Vincent and Patricia VP Foundation ECEM Scholarship. This award will provide tuition assistance and academic support to 2 students entering the BA in Entertainment and Cultural Enterprise Management program who demonstrate exceptional academic potential, leadership qualities, and a strong commitment to advancing the Caribbean's entertainment and cultural sectors. So once again, that is also going to benefit the people of Jamaica. Programs like that for the people, for the citizens, to better themselves, to better and improve their lives. Of course, closing off now with some travel news. Undisturbed and discreet, Anguilla sits in the Eastern Caribbean Sea and stands with a rare stillness that permeates both above and below the water. While experienced divers may flock to the warm waters of the Red Sea or the cooler depths of Byron Bay to catch sightings of the vibrant marine life in these places, recently qualified PADI divers should instead seek out the veritable paradise of Anguilla. Here, a tranquility permeates that allows for true appreciation of the world beneath the surface, and you will meet shoals of angelfish, my beautiful fish, swim alongside green turtles, and might even come face to face with a Caribbean reef shark or 2. I could do without meeting any sharks at all. But nevertheless, as I keep saying over and over again, once God blesses me with the finances to be able to travel, definitely starting off right here in the Caribbean, going to Guyana first, and then Grenada and other islands, and then move towards like the America and internationally. So wonderful information for another one of our Caribbean islands. No more overheating phones. Cool your phones in seconds. Prevents damage to phones and battery issues. Better gaming experience and streaming. USB powered and fast charging. Lightweight and quiet. Ideal for kids and adults. Works with all smartphones. Makes a great gift. Enjoy free island-wide delivery. Call or WhatsApp 868-762-6589. Folks, that brings us to the end of today's news headlines. Thanks again to everyone who continues to support my content. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Stay blessed and stay safe most of all. In Jesus' name.